Two tax giants, TaxAct and Jackson Hewitt. One big question: which one really delivers? On the left, TaxAct, known for affordable, easy-to-use online filing. On the right, Jackson Hewitt, offering expert support at locations nationwide. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. All right, here's the roadmap for today's comparison. We're looking at the price, usability and interface, support and help, what kinds of tax situations each one covers, and all the mobile and tech stuff you might care about. So, a solid rundown. Let's get into it. Let's start with price, because let's be real, that's usually what makes or breaks a decision, right? TaxAct, first up. It's pretty budget-friendly for most folks, with a free option just for your federal returns. But, and here's the catch, if you need to file state, there's always a state fee. Like, even their free tier sticks you with that extra cost. Now, Jackson Hewitt flips the script a bit. No free version at all, but everything's super straightforward. A flat $25 fee online covers both federal and state filing. No surprises, no sneaky add-ons. Plus, if you want in-person help, it's still not going to break the bank. So, yeah, Jackson Hewitt takes the win here for simplicity and all-in, low pricing. Moving on to usability and interface, because, nobody wants tax prep to feel like rocket science, right? TaxAct's online portal is honestly a breeze. You get step-by-step guidance, really simple navigation, and it doesn't matter if you're a tax rookie or filing something complicated. It's got you. But if you're someone who loves live chat support, you're out of luck here. Now, Jackson Hewitt does decent, especially with that option to bounce between DIY online and popping into a physical location. The online flow is simple, but some forms you gotta fill manually. Guidance online? Kinda limited. So, for a smooth digital experience, TaxAct comes out on top. Okay, now let's talk about support and help. This is huge if you ever have that panic moment mid-April. TaxAct gives you a big FAQ library, and you can pay for live expert help. Downsides? No in-person assistance. If you want someone literally next to you helping? Nope. Jackson Hewitt, though, they're everywhere. Like thousands of locations. You can drop off paperwork, get face-to-face help, or even handle audit support for messy returns. But online support's kind of meh, and you need to make sure they support your specific forms. Still, if you want that hand-holding, Jackson Hewitt really shines here. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Jackson Hewitt actually started inside a Sears store way back in 1982? Talk about a throwback. Who else remembers Sears? So what about the kinds of tax situations each can tackle? TaxAct is a bit of a chameleon. It works for simple returns, complex stuff, multi-state filings, all the usual freelancer or small business twists. They do make you pay more for advanced stuff, but it's all there. Jackson Hewitt, on the other hand, is awesome for gnarlier situations like back taxes and audits, especially if you're walking into a store. Their online service, though, is kind of limited. Like, double-check all the forms before you commit. So for the widest online coverage, TaxAct leads the way. All right, last up, mobile and technology. Honestly, both are pretty neck and neck here. TaxAct has both web and app access, lets you upload your W-2s and 1099s, but don't expect crazy features from their mobile app. Jackson Hewitt? They've got a mobile-ready site, and you can snap pictures of paperwork if you're using in-person services. Nothing super fancy here, no high-tech integrations or anything. So yeah, it's basically a tie. Let's visualize how these two stack up. All those categories? You can clearly see Jackson Hewitt is the price and support champ, while TaxAct takes usability and overall tax coverage. Kind of makes those strengths pop, huh? So the verdict. TaxAct is absolutely gold for anyone who wants low prices, a solid online experience, and can manage filing solo. But if you like walking into a real office, want pro advice, or have a tax situation that's majorly complicated, Jackson Hewitt is honestly hard to beat. Pick what fits you best. Still debating? Go check out the plans at TaxAct.com and JacksonHewitt.com and see which one actually checks all your boxes. Get ready for your smoothest tax season.